What is up, everybody? It's your boy Doody back again with another video, and this time we're taking a look at our boy DSP's daily rap video after a day of low attendance and 1 penny super chats. That's right. If you don't know what I'm talking about, just posted a video earlier a couple hours ago where apparently Kick has instituted a new way to support DSP called Kicks, and it essentially works like bits on Twitch, where they're worth a penny and you can donate as many as you want or as little as you want. And yeah, the person makes a penny on every single bit. And the funny thing, of course, is Phil thought that he would be making thousands of dollars off of this. And all it did was ended up spamming his chat with 1 penny, 1 cent kicks that flooded his channel and didn't allow anyone to speak. Good times. Anyway, let's hear Phil complain about low attendance, and then we'll get into the whole kick issue.
I've now noticed a distinct pattern, okay? And this is the pattern. And I would love to talk about this on a podcast, maybe tomorrow morning, because I think we should discuss it and try to figure out what's going on. Here's what I've noticed. In the modern day, most of the big AAA games that are coming out are not very good. They're just not. They're underwhelming. They're buggy. They're a mess. They're too grindy and boring with gameplay. They're not original enough anymore. They're big flops, a lot of them. I mean, take a look at a game like Assassin's Creed Shadows this year, right? Now compare that to some of the best games. The best games are coming out from smaller indie studios, from a place of not an insane amount of money and investment, but just talent. However, I'll say this. The games that I think in the modern day are the best games, for whatever reason, you guys as a viewing audience aren't gelling with. Okay? I'm going to give you some examples right now. 3 games off the top of my head are my favorite games of the year. Clair Obscur Expedition 33, Blueprints, Hollow Knight Silksong. Today, when I was playing Hollow Knight Silksong, I saw attendance dip. We started with over 200 viewers on YouTube and something like 80, 90 viewers on Kick. As I played the game, the viewership went all the way down to like 130 viewers on YouTube and like 40 to 50 on Kick. I'm not kidding you. I didn't even have 200 viewers for Silksong. Why? I was doing well. I was making progress. The bosses were challenging and kicking my butt, but I was overcoming and beating them. When I ask the audience what's going on, they say, oh, well, the game is boring. Let me get this straight. The games that have the best story, the best gameplay, the best graphics, and overall are the best games of the year are boring to you. Do you think there's a problem there? And I even said to the audience, do you guys not like video games anymore? Is that what it is? Because back in the day, these games that are the best right now would have been the ones that everyone wanted to come to and hang out for. But now it's like I get almost no views on the best games. But then if I play an overhyped game, everyone rushes to the stream. Oh, wait, he's playing Call of Duty? Everyone rushes to the stream. I don't know, because here's the thing. I'm a gamer who tries to do variety. I'm trying to play the best and worst games. Like, I want to balance it. I can't just constantly be playing the games that bring hype. And I get it. There's certain games where people get excited to see me take on a hard challenge and get my ass beat or play multiplayer and rage, but that can't be every stream. I'm not going to purposefully skip the best games. I'm not. The good news about this is, okay, the support is actually really good. I am getting support even for Silksong, a stream where I'm getting almost no attendance on the stream. I'm getting support. We hit the goal today. So I'm not upset. I'm just disappointed that I can't get more of an audience for the games that I feel are the best out there. All right? And it's not just me. If you actually look at the gaming media in general, the gamers in general, they're saying the same things. That, Clair Obscur, best-in-class RPG. Blueprints, one of the most innovative puzzle games of all time. Silksong, the best Metroidvania ever. So why won't anyone watch it? Why does no one show up to the streams?
All right, I'm going to pause it there because I thought that was a really good moment to pause, and because, of course, Phil is asking a question. And whenever Phil asks a question, and if I believe I can answer the question, I'll pause and give Phil an answer. It's you, Phil. It's you. And I'm not saying this because I'm a detractor. I'm a DSP detractor. I'm saying it because I'm being honest. It's you. You play the games very poorly. You don't make them interesting. Your conversation with your chat is super boring. The other thing too is I notice is that your chat is not engaged whatsoever. The vast majority of the people that are there are LARPers, so you probably have way less views than you actually have. So you just gave out some numbers where you had 140 people watching your content on YouTube and like 70 or 50, about 50 watching it on Kick, right? The vast majority of them are LARPers. So what they do is they flood your chat with memes, with poop jokes. They try to get your attention. You engage with them. So you really have less views than what you actually think, though. If you take away those LARPers and people that are there just to mess around and upset you, you have way less viewerships, okay? And this isn't anything new, Phil. This has been going on for years. You have had a steady decline in viewership in the last, like, say, 8 years, and it's been steady. Because if you can look, I mean, it's easy. You can go look at your view count for YouTube, starting with, let's say, 2021, when you moved over from Twitch to YouTube. You were averaging over a million views. You were at like 1.1, 1.2 million views. And literally within months, you dipped under a million views, to the point now where you're at 400,000 views for your content. You know, that says something. I know Phil loves to brush off views. That doesn't mean anything, but it does mean something. It actually is a good indicator for the health of your channel. The less views you have, that means the less people are actually watching. The less people watching, Phil, that means the less people are engaging, supporting, less ad revenue for sure. And the problem that you have, Phil, is that you have a high turnaround of dents. You have a high turnaround of whales, where you never really get full, consistent whales supporting you. What happens is you get a new whale every 2 or 3 months, and then something happens where they annoy you or they LARP or whatever, and you kick them off the stream and you lose that whale. The problem with low viewership is that you don't get that opportunity to produce more whales, right? There comes a point where you hit a viewership mark where it's going to be extremely detriment to your streams, to your business, as you like to say. And you try to ignore it, Phil, and you're like, oh, it doesn't matter to you because you don't your business model isn't based on ad revenue. It's still money you're getting, Phil, and the less viewerships you get, the less ad revenue you get, which means you're putting a higher dependency on your dents to support you. So it becomes even more critical that your viewers dig in and provide you more of their disability check every month. And that puts pressure on them. And what happens for some people is they get tired of that extra pressure and they just say, oh, hell with this. This is, all you're doing is simply just going in and milking me. That's all you're doing. And people just tap out. They're like, nope, I'm done. I don't care. I'm done. I'm moving on. And Phil doesn't see that. Again, Phil, the problem really isn't the games. It's you. It's you, because there are thousands of streamers on Twitch, on YouTube, on Kick that play video games, and none of them have a problem with viewerships. None of them have a problem with engagement. None of them have a problem with support. I was watching, there was a streamer on Twitch that loves Gears. He plays Gears all the time. And the guy had like 700 views on his stream on Twitch, and he was making tons of money. And he's not a big channel. He's not a big Twitch channel. But he's passionate. He plays the game well. He actually gives you some insight into Gears of War. He does what his audience wants. So his audience tell him, hey, play it on horror mode or play it. He does it right away. Like, he's not beholden to a schedule like you are, and he's giving people what they want, and in turn they're reciprocating. But you feel you want to keep ignoring the problem and you want to keep looking for excuses. The truth is, Phil, the issue is you. You're the problem. Again, whenever you see a problem with DSP gaming, the common thread in all of those problems is Phil. Phil always is the unchangeable equation in all of his problems. But again, he refuses to really look deep down in himself and try to change. So, in another 2 or 3 weeks, there'll be another game he's playing, and he'll bitch and complain about low viewership. So again, it's just a cycle continuing still. All right, let's keep going.
I don't know what to tell you. All I can do is keep playing the game and being entertained by it, trying to persevere through the challenge. That's what the game's all about, and that's what I've been doing. So it's not that I think it's anything I'm doing wrong. I just think it's a weird situation where modern gamers just don't like the good games on streams. They want to see rage and they want to see certain kinds of hype and not the best games. Anyway, I'm not disappointed. Watch the videos. The gameplay today was great, and the support was sound. I'm just sad that not more people watch it. You see what I'm saying? Like, it used to be, the games that were the best of the year were some of my best playthroughs. Now it's like, I can't get anyone to even watch these games. I don't get it. Okay? So, Silksong went well. Now, the late stream was full of hilarity for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, unannounced, Kick launched the new Kicks campaign tonight. Kicks are the equivalent of bits on Twitch, to a T. You buy them in bulk, you pay a little bit more, and Kick keeps the profit. But when you send these kicks to a content creator like me, I keep all of them. And each kick is the equivalent of 1 penny, just like bits are the equivalent of 1 penny over on Twitch, although they'll never say that. They say, oh, bits have no monetary value, which is a lie. Like, literally, Twitch lied about that from day one, okay? So, tonight, we tried out this system. It worked pretty well, I would say. However, there's a loophole. The loophole is you can literally buy 100 bits for $1, and you can sit there gifting 1 bit. 1 bit. I take that back. You can buy 100 kicks. See, I even got confused because it's the same system as Twitch. So you can buy 100 kicks, and you can just say 1 kick, 1 kick, 1 kick, 1 kick, and it literally spams the chat. Me as the streamer, I have absolutely no way right now to shut off the chat messages for them. So we had 2 people who bought like 100 each and just sat there spamming the chat nonstop with these kicks, and the whole chat was overrun for like 30 minutes. And I have no way to fix that at all. I have no control over it. I can't even moderate it. Even if that person gets banned, they can continue to gift the 1 kick, and you can't stop it. So basically, it's kind of a broken system. It's nice that there's another way to support streamers on Kick rather than just gifting subs. But man, it's bogus that someone could just sit there tossing pennies. Essentially what it is. Imagine someone had a roll of pennies and you're just standing there and they start doing this to you. They start throwing pennies bouncing off you. Like, what are you doing? Stop. And they just keep doing it. That's what it is. So overall, I do think tonight I made some income from these kicks. So someone had done like 1,000 kick. Someone did 500 kick. There was a few hundred kicks. So I probably made like 20, 30 bucks on kicks, which is nice. But I just hope that it's not intrusive to every single stream. I hope that they realize the mistake that they've made and they make it so that it doesn't pop up with 1 kick, support. It shouldn't be in the chat like that. Now, the way I'm going to do it is the way I used to do it with bits on Twitch. I'm only going to shout them out if I get 100 bits or more. So it's 100 kicks or more in a contribution. I'm not going to shout out anything lower than $1. I don't do that now. I'm not going to. It's got to be $1 or more. I'm never going to shout it out. Okay? Also, right now, there's no way for me to integrate my pop-up system with these kicks because it's brand new. I'm sure eventually it'll work just like bits work on Twitch. I'm sure these kicks will work on Kick and I'll be able to have animations and things for them to say thanks. Right now, I can't do that. So FYI, nothing yet, but I'm sure it'll be coming. And when it does come, I will be using pop-ups to say thank you for those. Okay? Cool. Now, the other piece of hilarity is that the ending of Gears of War Reloaded was insanely difficult.
Yeah, I don't care about that. No one cares about your crappy playthrough. So like I mentioned earlier, of course, we're back to the 50-bit bitch. If you don't know what the 50-bit bitch is, just Google it or just YouTube video, watch it. It's on YouTube. So Kick has implemented a new thing called Kicks, where it's the equivalent of Twitch's bit system, where you can buy bits. I don't know. I think they sell them for like 100. You can buy 100 at a time for like, I don't know, 100 will cost you 109. 100 will cost you $1.09. Kick keeps 9 cents, and then the 100 bits goes to the streamer, and they make $1. The interesting thing about it is that you can you can give the streamer as many as you want. So you can give them 1, or you can give them, I think, up to 50,000. And when some of the Kick LARPers saw that, they essentially thought it was funny that Phil looked like a panhandler, so they started flicking pennies at him. And there were about 4 or 5 guys in the chat that were simply bombarding his entire chat with these 1 cent with these 1 cent donations to Phil. And Phil can't do anything about it. He can't ban them. He can't remove it. He can't even put a filter to stop those from popping up. There's really nothing he can do. So he spent a good deal of his time banning people that were doing it, but it doesn't matter. Even if you are banned, you can go right back in and still keep submitting the penny, the 1 cent bit thing. The interesting thing is going to be is whether he shuts them off or not. And I think you can shut them off in your stream. So if it becomes intrusive to the point where it's just not worth it for Phil, he might decide not to do it. The other thing too is it just floods the Kick chat. I mean, the Kick chat was flooded with it, and depending, the Kick app isn't great. It's a pretty crappy app, phone app. So I'm pretty sure it probably locks you out after a while, and trying to communicate in that chat is just almost impossible. So what it does is it ruins the experience for anyone that might want to come on to actually really engage with Phil, or have first seen his, this is the first time they see his content, they want to engage. It becomes virtually impossible, and people just like, what the hell is going on here? And they just leave. So I think Phil's going to have to make a decision, because I'm not sure if Kick's going to make any changes to it. The only thing you can really do right now is either turn off bits, accepting bits, or leave it on. I don't think Kick's going to go in and say, okay, because of Darkside Phil and his trolls, we're gonna limit how many bits you can give someone. They're not gonna do that. And honestly, Phil, you should really shut the fuck up. Whether someone's giving you 1 bit or 100 bits, you should sit there and just say thank you, or don't say anything at all, okay? But you to come here and bitch about it and complain about people giving you money, even though it's a troll penny, it still adds up. So maybe you should just be grateful about it and stop bitching and complaining. But of course, this is Dark Side Phil, and without him bitching and complaining, he really wouldn't have much to talk about on his streams and videos like this. So anyway, it should be interesting. I'm pretty sure that someone's going to come in with a roll of pennies, and they're just going to be dropping massive amounts of bits. It's going to make Phil seethe and cope and just rage. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen, and we'll have more content. So anyway, he's going to talk about the end of Gears. He sucks at this game. God, he's so bad at the game. And I really don't want to cover that. I don't care about that. I will be streaming today at 9:30, and we will talk about the whole Kick drama and the whole bit system on Kick. So hope to see you guys there. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace out.